Alright. I know you all saw that. I literally don't have enough free space on my PlayStation 4 right now to download the latest software update for Red Dead Redemption 2. That's okay, we don't use the network features for this series anyways. I'm not discounting potentially doing online series in the future, but for online games, but we definitely have no need for that with Red Dead Redemption 2. So this is going to be part 54 now of our Red Dead 2 series. Literally have been working on this series all year long. It's been a long one for sure, but I do feel like we're coming around the corner here with the end goal in sight. So it'll be refreshing, I think, for myself to finally have the opportunity to start something new. And obviously I've been trying to focus a lot on my MLB season. I'm in the final month now of that, so I'm trying to make a final push there, and there's a lot of hours required in that. So yeah, we should have a few new games starting up soon. We're actually partway through one of our series right now. We finished the first part of Half-Life, so I could definitely make a return to Half-Life. The next game I stream is going to be an Xbox One game. I like to switch back and forth, so we are back at camp. Right, we have the Deader mission for Leopold-Strauss that we have to actually follow through and complete. We haven't found any of these things yet. That is something that we may have to start working on soon, or maybe at least these two perfect animal carcasses. I know I've said that before. Just haven't gone through and done any of them. I've been so caught up in the story. Other than that, there's not a whole lot. We still have those robbery opportunities. There's two of them. One by Strawberry, one by Van Horn. So those are two very small things that we can do. But I'm going to finish this Deader mission first, and then we'll focus on some of the Annesburg missions. We have a whole whack of them to do there. So I believe I took care of everything last time. I can obviously check my cores. I think I set myself up well. You can tell it's obviously been a while since I've played. We're 65% through the story. Yeah, we're all at 100%. I'm really underweight. And the game is definitely emphasizing that now even more. So Arthur's not doing so well.
What?
We ended off by accepting the Leopold-Strauss.
Okay, take
Oops.
it easy.
Well, I was gonna ride it through camp, but
My brother scouts and join me in my song. Come let us sing together though the shadows fall so long. Of all the old frontiersmen,
get back here, Titan. Good lord.
Yep. Yeah.
Thought I could sneak through camp there with my horse, but Mary Beth caught me. So once we're done all this Deader stuff, I think that's the last thing that, you know, we kind of had going on at camp for us. So then we can finally go do both the main story and side stuff that's been piling up for us in Annesburg. Then we'll go even further north of Annesburg for the Marko Dragic and the new Stranger mission that has appeared. I want to get that before it disappears. We found a legendary fish location. Ooh, Elysian Pool. I do have the required lures to capture some of these legendary fish. I think I have found other legendary fish locations before as well. Yeah, there's one down here. So for the ones that I have found, I could definitely go through and at least try and capture some of them on my own before I use the walkthrough. I do feel like I'm a little bit pressed for time here. So progression might slow down a little bit as I try and take care of the side missions that I want to do. Those collecting ones especially. We'll rip through it with a walkthrough, but let me know if it's something that you'd actually like to see, or maybe if I do like all the collecting off cam, and then we'll do like the completion of the side missions as a part of the recording, like have it ready to start the recording when I've already done most of the collecting. I don't know, we'll see. I don't even know if I'm going to do a lot of those collectible stranger missions. I've never really been into that whole side of completion. It's kind of like unnecessary retrieval to me. But my point is, we have lots and lots of stuff. There's the rest of the Leppold mission that we're doing, the Deader mission. There's all the Annesburg missions I'm talking about, including the remainder of the Gunslinger mission that we have to do from way back in the beginning of the game. Jim Boy Calloway, that one continues. We finally tracked him down. Micah Bell and Dutch, tense situation with our divided camp now. So that'll be an interesting story mission, and Edith Downs is going to be an interesting stranger mission as well. There's a stranger. Marco Dragic is available at night. And then the home robberies and those twin brothers have some more for us in Valentine as well. So aside from all those collectible things, our plate is definitely full right now. It's not really one of those things where like I'll complete a game and then come back to it. I like to have everything that I want to have completed done before I finish. Based on the way this story is going right now with Arthur, things are not looking good, so who knows if Arthur's even going to be a playable character by the time this game is done. Red Dead was interesting in that sense because for the whole game you control one character, and then for the latter portion, or the very end of the game, you get to control his son Jack, which is really, really cool. I love character switches. I love switching things up sometimes, especially when there's a lot of meaning behind a character like John Marston's son.
Yeah. Whoa now.
I don't think this is anything of importance. I think this is just a trapper. I actually haven't been to a trapper in a long time, so there was also a camp that was set up. You probably saw it on the road in. It's starting to rain, so I don't want to spend too much time here, but quick bite to eat. Spices are good for my health. This rain is not. There was a camp just up the road here that I passed by. It looked like they were working on something there. Maybe it's a railroad camp or something. Didn't really want to stop in. Not really appropriate at night. People are very defensive.
Paths haven't crossed for a while, eh? Good to see you.
I'm just gonna stand under here, buddy, so I can, for the most part, stay dry. But what you got going on?
All made to measure.
You can see I have like a legendary fox pelt, but I also need to find a legendary buck pelt in order to make some of these, so I'm not sure that any of these are going to be available to me. I already have the legendary bear hat. I made a hat out of the bear that I killed. That was quite some time ago. It'd be nice to revisit that and wear that again.
Big Valley, Roanoke. I run this stall just about everywhere. Best way to source this.
I haven't really caught a whole lot of legendary animals either, for that matter.
I'd wager I can travel faster with this stall and tow than you or anyone can with nothing but a horse and a saddle. It's not about speed. It's about knowing the land.
Yeah, none of this stuff is, I'm not much of a collector, right? So, you know, I don't really have a lot of the stuff necessary. But think about the amount of time we've sunk into this game, not playing as a person who does a lot of collecting. This is not a 100% like walkthrough or playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. This is just my first playthrough ever of this game, so I'm just playing to completion to the best that I can. But typically when there's this much collecting involved, it just doesn't really appeal to me. That's what I'm saying. I might do like some of those dinosaur bones and the rock carvings that we're supposed to find in the world. Those might be interesting missions to pursue via a walkthrough, but in terms of like going after all of the legendary animals, going after all of the legendary fish and all that, could definitely try and get a few of them just for the spectacle of it. But I mean, it's a lot. There's tons of legendary animals. There's, I think, 13 different kinds of legendary fish that we can find. There's a whole process involved in that. We'll just might as well record the collecting, and we'll just make it like a side part, like where that's all we're doing in that part is just like collecting. If you want to watch it, you can. If not, you can just skip to the next part that we do like a story. That might be the way that I play it. But enough of that. We're actually out of wanted territory right now, which is extremely helpful. I forgot that I was even in wanted territory. I'm very lucky that we weren't approached by any bounty hunters there. From our camp, we have to go south all the way past the Elysian Pool because we have to follow the river all the way down to cross it, just north of the Van Horn area, or just west of the Van Horn area, I guess. We're safe now, but when I return to that red area, we need to travel quickly. I need to remember to travel at a brisker pace.
There we go.
So we have somebody who's got a camp set up here. I always like to check these places out. Got my double action and my volcanic pistol equipped right now.
How you doing?
He's got a pellet here, but I don't think it's anything I can take.
The fire's warm. You're welcome to share it with me.
Yeah?
You trust me then? Sometimes
Yeah.
we must trust each other, even when we don't know each other. Or else we walk this life alone. For all I know, you're a thief and a killer, but I rely on my instincts to tell me otherwise. Yes.
Not great
I see in
instincts
your
then, my
eyes.
friend. Bet you're not a bad man. This is another chance for me to eat. I don't really need to now, but I might as
You're not a
well
bad
at
man.
least have some coffee while I'm here. This guy is being quite gracious to
Like
us.
I was riding through the Heartlands the other day and cut through someone's land. Looked like an old pig farm. When a couple called me over from the house. Very nice man and woman. Very friendly. You would think this is fine, que no? And they keep saying that a traveler like me deserves some rest and refreshment.
I think I know where this story is going. I think we visited these two people before. No, I won't eat right now. I don't want to waste the food that I have.
Invited me to stay for dinner. I was tired and I was hungry, but mi corazonada, the feeling in my gut said no. I don't know why, but I trusted it. Then the very next day, a man warns me to stay away from that place. So I live by my instincts. I'm also real fast with a gun, which helps me when the instincts fail me. Well, I've sat long enough. You rest here as long as you need.
Very nice, man. I think he's talking about the man and woman that invited us in for dinner as well, and then they ended up like they're like cannibals or something, where they try and kill you. But we left before anything like that could happen. We got the hell out of Dodge. I was not about to get eaten by some cannibals. I'm typically very hesitant to stop at other people's set up camps like that, especially at night. But that whole conversation, well, it wasn't really a conversation, only he was talking. Arthur didn't even say a word to that man, but everything that man said was very honest and very real, very true. You know, sometimes we do have to trust other people. You can't necessarily judge a book by its cover. That was a cool little lesson there, a cool little side thing. Gave me a chance to get some caffeine in me. Take a little break from riding in the rain.
Nice and easy.
Well, looks like we got some meat. I always love it when I don't have to do the hunting, when the animals just come to me and we're able to get the pelts and the meats. It's gonna be wolf meat, but I guess it's better than nothing. It's a poor wolf pelt. I just kind of fired away, but there you go, 2 big game meats. I think there must be some more in the area because Titan is getting kind of restless. So let's skin this one and get the heck out of here. Looks like day is breaking, so that's a good sign. Another poor wolf pelt. Better than nothing. Pearson will be able to do something with them.
Come on, pal.
As long as I don't get attacked by bounty hunters or the Murphys or any of these other crazy gangs. The Murphy Brood, the Lemoyne Raiders.
Okay there, boy.
This is really the southern portion of the I almost said the Rockies, of the,
Yeah.
what the Grizzlies, that's it, not the Rockies, the Grizzlies. Just north of here is Grizzlies East territory, so that explains kind of the mountainous terrain and why it takes us longer to get here, because we're not getting here in a straight path. We have to take all these intertwining paths leading up and down through the mountains in order to reach our objective, because of the rugged terrain around here. So, but we are getting here soon. These debtor missions can be interesting. Sometimes, you know, they're really easy and everything goes smoothly, and other times not really so much. We're gonna go semi-auto and regular shells and Lancaster with regular. Okay, so this is allegedly the territory where this person that we're collecting the debt from, J. John Weathers, is presumed to be.
Easy.
See something, let me know. Oh. I don't want to get too close on the horse. I find that can sometimes be intimidating, so I'll go in with my shotgun ready to go. As if I just walked here, yeah, right. It's like Canada up here. You got all the evergreen trees, all the rocky mountains, all the snow. Much different area. Oh. Confront J. John Weathers. Oh, he's working on this. Stagecoach or whatever.
J. John Weathers.
They call me Snow Goose now.
Whatever they call you.
Snow
You
Goose.
borrowed money off of Leopold Strauss. The bills come due.
This ain't the best time, sir.
This ain't the best time for anyone.
Mr. Strauss knew it was a long-term proposition.
The debt is due.
Okay. I got supplies meant to last through the winter. You can take them. Just, is there any way you can help me? I stay out here, there won't be anyone to pay you.
I ain't here to help. I'm here to collect. We're all of us up against it.
Look, there's men after me. They're killers. I ain't a deserter, just an objector. It ain't right. If there was another way than running, I need your help.
Shut up.
Please.
Up here, it's him.
It's too late.
Form up, we shoot on sight.
I clear off, sir.
Ah, shit. Well, seeing as I'm here, I'll do what I can for you.
The horses!
Oh no, the supplies, Christ.
It's all right, my darling. You can come out.
Crap. I probably should have helped you fix the damn wagon.
We could probably still save something.
Really now?
Look, you can take the silver locket for the debt.
I'm going to absolve the debt for this guy.
Damn the dad. Just get her somewhere safe. Go on.
Thank you.
I should have been
fellas.
nice from the beginning and offered him some
You know,
help.
there ain't enough kindness in this world, that's for sure. But you,
I don't know nothing about kindness.
No need to cause a fuss there. So he was a deserter from, I guess, the army or whatever, and I don't know all of the details, but those men were coming to kill him for
Okay,
deserting.
fella.
Obviously, it's an executable offense, and he just lost everything he had. And then when I saw that woman come out, realizing it's not just him, he's doing it for her, and hopefully they can get on their way and everything will be okay. We actually, wow, having come up this far, we've actually unlocked another stranger mission in the area, so we might as well hit it while we're already up in the mountains here.
Yeah.
Thing about the Grizzlies is you always have to come prepared. You always got to make sure you have extra clothing actually equipped on your horse, because once you start to get into the snow territory a little bit further north, you do not want to be losing health from being too cold, especially in Arthur's current health situation. So it's actually just in the woods here, and I happen to notice that it's next to this rabbit. This must be rabbit territory. Maybe we can get a rabbit or something.
Hey! You there?
Oh
Can you
my.
help?
Can you help me, mister?
What's the problem?
A goddamn horse got spooked and run off.
You hurt?
Not too bad, at least. But he took my damn leg.
Sorry.
He went that way, I think. His name's Buell.
Buell?
Second time a prick named Buell cost me a leg.
Huh?
Buell was my general when I lost it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, if you see an angry bastard of a horse with my wooden leg, I'd be real grateful.
I'll bear that in mind. Let's go, boy.
Okay, so this is a mission where we actually have to find his horse Buell and return it to him.
Okay, then.
That's got to be the horse down there by the water. Get the lasso ready.
Easy, easy. There he is. Come here. Hey, now. Shit, spooked all right. Go easy.
It's okay. It's
Easy
okay.
now.
Easy. Cannot be mounted right now because he's too...
Come on now. Come on now.
He's too worked up. Uh-oh.
Easy.
I don't want to lose a leg in this.
Easy now. Easy, easy. Come here. There you go. Easy. There we go. Whoa.
I don't know what's going on here. He won't, like... Oh, can I get on the horse now? I don't think I'm supposed to... I think it's calm enough now that I can get on. Nope. I have to... Dutch warm blood.
Gotcha. Just take it easy.
There's his leg.
Hey, easy now. Easy there. Whoa, now. Whoa.
There we go. He's gonna let us pat him now.
Boy.
So we can't. I just think it doesn't want us to use the lasso to lasso the horse.
Easy there.
See, now the horse is nice and calmed down. There we go. I thought there must be something that we have to do, but I ain't no veterinarian, so. So now we can actually lead the horse right back to Buell, the veteran. What's with coming across, like war vets along this stretch of road? Weird.
Yeah, he's just where you left him. Can't go far with that leg in your stirrup. Can't go bucking him like that. So you better be good.
You tell him, Arthur.
I get the notion he's not a man you want to cross. No matter how big and strong you are.
That's so funny. Arthur just having a one-on-one, a heart-to-heart conversation with a horse. Classic. Okay, so Buell should be just over here. You can see the prosthetic leg attached to the horse that I pointed out. Man, these stranger missions are weird.
We ain't far now. Nothing gonna spook you here. Come on. You're not so nasty. I found him.
You're a good man, Mr.
Arthur. You're right. He's a brute.
Hamish Sinclair. Yeah, he's a great horse, aside from when the devil got him. Hey, you wanna hand me that leg there, please? And while you're at it, give old Buell a kick for me, would you? I'm only kidding. Thank you. Weren't but a snake that spooked him. You're a real gentleman, you know?
Sometimes, maybe. Yeah, how'd you lose a leg?
Oh, in the war. Cannonball. Pretty clean, though. I don't have much pain, and I didn't get any gangrene. A young boy went into battle with me, got cut in half, so all things considered, I'm doing pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. So, how is the false one?
It's okay. I can still hunt, fish, enjoy the outside. Weren't sent too crazy by it. Anyway, I ain't got much to pay you with.
You know, that's okay.
You like fishing? You can come with me someday. I know some pretty good spots.
I'm a pretty poor fisherman.
Yeah, well, I'm great, so between the two of us, we do okay. My cabin is right over on the other side of O'Creagh's Run there. Thanks again. You throw me again, you old dumb bastard, I'm gonna put a bullet in you. I'll see you again.
So he offered to actually let us go fishing with him. Hamish Sinclair, I believe, was his name. I love meeting these strange characters throughout the world. They all have so much personality, and despite only having very limited conversations, their backstory comes off as like you can envision their entire lifetime. They did a really good job of even small character development here. Now I thought because we're already this far north, I could just continue riding up to the Stranger and Marco Dragic, but the other part of the Deader mission, I figured that there's a second part. Let's go get him first so that we can finish the Deader mission before we go into the town of Ennisburg, and we'll do some more of that side stuff later like we were going to begin with. We're not really that far north in relation to this other Stranger mission and Marco Dragic anyways, so. Time to return. Oh, it is taking us north that way, though. It's not taking us south back through the way that we came, so I'll ride up that way and we'll see. It doesn't really matter what order we do these missions in. How are my cores doing here, and how's my horse doing? So I'm at about 80%. My stamina is completely out, and so is my Deadeye. So that's a little bit concerning to me, and that's something that we're going to want to... Bitters. Let me go bitters. And then we need something for our Deadeye here too. Some snake oil. That'll restore Deadeye, it won't fortify it though.
Idiot.
It's 9:11 a.m. Marco Dragic's not available till night anyway, so. Haven't seen Marco Dragic since we were way down in Saint Denis, for Christ's sakes. That's how long ago it's been since we touched on that Stranger mission. He was the guy that we did that boat presentation on the water for, like, that little electric boat that he had running around that was shooting cannons or whatever. That little mini game that I played, it was that guy.
Whoa, easy.
This must be the guy's cabin that he was talking about on the other side of O'Cree's Run. That would be this, see, Veterans Homestead. There it is right there. So he might actually take us fishing out there and might actually be able to help us a little bit. This is also up by the area where way back at the beginning of the game, we defeated that legendary bear. If you remember that. So that's a little bit of nostalgia. 6-month nostalgia, if you will. I don't want to spend too much time out because, like I said, I've got those pelts too, so let's not ride up to that stranger in Marko Dragic. My mind is made up. Just gonna keep trying to axe away at these story missions, and then very soon we'll start. Those are the index missions, and I'm gonna call them index missions because they are missions that show up when I pull my index up. So they're either stranger missions or story missions or different stuff like that. And then we also have the log missions. So when I pull my log up here, that's these things here. So that's gonna be any of the collectible stuff. So I'm gonna do a couple separate videos that are just side videos that won't tackle any missions, that are just gonna tackle some of these missions individually that I pick out, just to do a few of them at least.
Yeah.
That's what I meant earlier when I devised the plan to do that, if you didn't understand. So, Amberino, yeah, that's the state up here. So for those videos, I will title the video differently, like side video, or I'll call the video by like Red Dead Redemption 2 and then the name of the mission. Knowing that that part is only going to contain completing like that particular log mission, and the log missions are only the small side stuff. They're not like the index missions like what we're tackling right now. Hopefully that clarifies things, and the log missions are the ones that I'm going to use a walkthrough to try and tackle. I'll probably just find something online. Or if you have any suggestions for sites that I might use, definitely leave that in the comments section below as well. Tip me off a little bit. So back to this, you know what? There are some really great animals around here. I just can't get caught. That's the only thing. This is a white-tailed deer. If I get caught or if I get killed, I will keep the meat that I get. Oh, am I gonna get stuck inside this rock now? Okay, thank God. Ah, video games, aren't they great? That should be a good pelt. A poor deer pelt. What? We got some good meat out of it though, so that's okay. Can actually donate some meat when we get back to camp. I don't need the actual deer. So if we die or if I somehow lose progress or fail somehow, we'll lose the pelts and keep the meat.
Yep.
Damn. I'm happy with what we've been able to accomplish so far. We'll finish this debtor mission for camp and then can maybe do something small in Annesburg and then just do Annesburg stuff when we start next time. What the hell?
Easy there, easy.
I think they that thing just killed somebody. I'm pretty sure it just ran somebody down. Somebody went running this way, but I don't see him. I could see somebody on my map. Weird. I guess it's more meat for me though. Another poor pelt. Oh, we got a bunch of meat there. Because it was a headshot, I guess, and not through the abdomen area of the animal, you're probably able to recover more meat. I thought that said 6, but maybe I read that wrong. Pearson will be happy with my progress. Now this is some territory that I really haven't explored a whole lot. We're actually pretty close to Ennisburg, which is pretty close to where this second deader is. I wasn't sure if I had already done one of the 2 deaders or not before we stopped last time, but it's okay. It's another thing down. Both of those, plus that stranger mission. We'll head into Ennisburg. Let's take progress. I love tracking my progress, and then because it just makes actually completing things more worth it. It's such a great feeling when you actually start knocking some of these missions off. And like when I get back into the territory I'm wanted, dead or alive, I'll make sure to check. Holy mackerel! I have no idea what happened there, but that was weird. Find Arthur Londonderry. So he's gonna be down here somewhere. Oh. Damn, slipped. Arthur. That was his name, right? Same as my name. Yep. From one Arthur to another, buddy. Get your stuff together. There's somebody. Maybe he'll know Arthur Londonderry. Excuse me, sir. Do you know Arthur Londonderry? If you don't, I'm gonna aim my weapon at you.
Hey, mister.
Morning, mister.
Your face looks familiar.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I was mistaken. Don't mind me.
Bye then.
See, somebody's gonna react interestingly to saying that to them, and that'll tip me off on who it is. There's some guys over here.
Hey there, mister.
Hello there.
Hey there, partner.
Good morning.
Is he maybe actually in the mine here? We have to go into the mine? Oh boy, okay.
Hey there, partner.
Mister?
All right there. You got any business at the mine?
Oh, this is the Ennisburg mine too, number 2 mine.
Now, I'm looking for an Arthur Londonderry. I was told he works here.
Londonderry? Oh, you'll want to speak to the foreman. He's down in the pit.
Question the foreman. Alright, here goes nothing.
Hey, mister.
Hey there.
Hopefully this thing ain't gonna collapse while I'm down here. I don't like closed spaces like this. This is different. We got a couple ways to go. I can go to the left here, but I'm gonna go to the right first. Do I have my lantern on me? Because I could really use my lantern. Or my light, I guess. It's not down that way. Wow, look at how complex these caves are down here. Holy Christ, I thought, it'll be just this little cave system. Just enough to get the point across. Wow. There's somebody down there. Let's walk this way.
Hello, mister.
Hello there.
Hey, watch where you're going.
Sorry, dude. Proceed with caution. So what happens when you go down these caves? Do they lead anywhere? Wow. That looks like another entrance to the mine, if you will. This is very complex. This probably spans a large portion of the map. Oh my god, look at this tunnel system. Holy mackerel. So if I'm not mistaken, we came in this entrance right here of the mine. That's the entrance that we just saw. So I'm going to head around this way and then we'll come back and meet the foreman here. I think Rockstar has become inspired to start the next great thing in simulation gaming. Coming out spring 2020. Mine Simulator. Anyways, Inspector, there's something written here. Oh. Arthur's going to jot it down in his notebook. That's something that we haven't seen him do autonomously in a long time. It reads, North Bennett flew, red roof, green door, brothers, I'll be poor no more. And that is what is... North Bennett flew, red roof, green door, brothers, I'll be poor no more. Let's see what's up here. Forgive me for being curious. This might be another entrance to the mine. I feel like it's like why I'm playing like Until Dawn or something. Do you remember the mine portions of that? Okay, we're gonna go back down because for sure the foreman is not gonna be up here. That's just like an alternative exit. Must be that guy that we saw on ground level here. Oh, I'm so lost. Oh, here he is. This is the guy I'm talking about. That's him.
Arthur Londonderry. Here?
I'm sorry, feller, but you're too late. Arthur's dead.
The man's dead. What's wrong with you?
Oh, boy. You can't exactly beat it out of him now, can you? You might get something off his widow just across from Butcher's Creek, but I'd hurry. You ain't gonna be the only one a-knocking.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, I ain't the godforsaken moneylender.
The known location of the target has been updated on the map, so we have a different place that we have to ride to now by Butcher's Creek. There we go, and we have to get there quickly because the widow may be getting tipped off about the current situation. Arthur is dead. Jesus Christ. How do I get out of here? I'm trying to get out of here, buddy. Your cave system is not... Jesus, your cave system is not... And then Arthur falls off the box. I'm trying to. Let's go finish that so we can... we've done 2 parts of this debtor mission now. Let's go find that widow and get out of here. I'm done with this place.
Turn on your heat.
Alright, simmer down.
I'm trying to get out of here. Like I said, this place is confusing. Gotta try and get back to Titan here. Attaboy, Titan. Come on. All the way.
Maybe you shall see.
Help the blind. I've helped guys like this before.
Help the blind.
How do I know you're blind?
Help a blind man.
I can give him $1. You're not gonna rob me, are you?
Do not slumber too deeply, for the man with no nose is coming for you.
Okay, I will try to bear that in mind.
Is he supposed to be some sort of like a psychic or something like that, and I'm actually supposed to believe that there's a man with no nose coming for me? If we get a point in this game where the enemy is some strange dude with no nose, that's it for me. If that guy ends up being right, that's it for me. That's it. That was just straight up weird. When we helped that guy and his girlfriend escape when their wagon burned, you could see Arthur kind of almost like reflecting on the kind of person that he is and the kind of person people see him as, and he, you know, really thinks he's this badass, and he really is. He's been in a gang all this time, he's done all these bad things, but really we've created an Arthur so far to this point in the game that can be quite kind-hearted and make some really great decisions in helping people. Uh-oh. My leg.
Please. I can't feel my leg anymore. You have to get the strap off me, please.
You all right? Oh, looks like you could use a hand.
Oh, please. Please help me. I'm losing blood. Oh, please, save me. Poland, I can feel it. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you did it. I gotta get some scrap or something here. Oh, mister, I thought I was gonna be, oh, no. Oh, I thought I was gonna be a goner. Oh, you can take whatever you want from my pack for saving me. Oh.
So he's got some cartridges and stuff here for us.
Here.
I'll give him some whiskey.
Help with the pain, at least.
Oh, yeah.
We've helped a lot of guys like this. He's a
Yes.
dude like myself, on his own, just trying to get by. Fell on some bad luck. Oh yeah, I'm sure they will. Alright, later, buddy. I have places to go and people to see.
Yep.
Whoa. Way to take the easy way around there, Titan. It's Titan's motto. Always finding the easy way. See, I was expecting Annesburg to be a larger city. Maybe not quite as large as Saint-Denis, but I didn't expect it to be. Annesburg is more of the territory around here. It's more of incumbent of the entire mining area, whereas this is just a small town, and then you got the port of Van Horn, the trading post nearby as well, which is another kind of small town. We actually haven't been to Van Horn in a while. kind of like Rhodes was to Saint Denis, except on a different scale. Well, nobody's tracked me down and tried to kill me yet in this playthrough, so the pelts are intact, as is my sanity, I think. Anyways, this is the Widow now, so this should be the last part of the debtor. I'm not going anywhere else to get this freaking debt. Uh-oh. Here we go. There's a child.
Be brave, sweet angel. Be brave.
Mrs. Londonderry.
Arthur's dead.
I know. I'm sorry for it. It's just... we lent Arthur some money, you see, and...
So it was you. You son of a bitch. What do you want now? You want my boy's shoes? You want the food out of our bellies, what little there is? You want me to lie down for you?
No, no.
Arthur gave everything to pay your bills. Everything. And now there's some fellas coming to take the house. There ain't nothing left, mister.
Now, do we absolve this debt too? We need... No, we have to absolve the debt, but do we give the money too? No, I'm just gonna absolve the debt.
I was just coming to say that the debt's canceled. That's it. Good luck, ma'am.
Well, thank you. I just wish you'd done it before he worked himself into the grave. But you know, maybe you and your friend that lent him the money could do things differently. Like, not threaten a man. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I really am.
Wow. Interesting. We were unsuccessful in claiming either of the debts. We could have got that one. You had to absolve the debt, and you had the choice of giving them money. I can't give them money as well. Then we're actually losing money at the end of all of these missions. So we broke even. We weren't able to collect any of the debts. We're back to square one. Not a whole lot we can do. Obviously, we are not the only ones under hard times right now. Come across a lot of people who are really struggling. But I mean, during this time period, historically, I can imagine that life was not even close to as convenient, let's say, as it is now. Probably don't even have a clue. So we'll go up, we'll finish things up and conclude things with Leopold Strauss. Hopefully he doesn't have too much going on. So then when we start next time, for sure, we just have this set of Annesburg missions to accomplish. Outside of this Stranger mission, Marco Dragic, and maybe the twins in Valentine. And then I'll do another set of videos that does some of the log missions. So there will be videos that will continue in this series, part 55, part 56, that will pick up here, doing all of these side and main story missions, and then there will be a separate kind of series that covers some of those other log missions. When that hits, I don't know. I'll have to try and get some time to do that, but let's finish our playthrough now. I was hoping to have actually gotten into Annesburg. I thought we'd have no problem during this playthrough of getting to Annesburg and accomplishing some of the missions that are there, maybe even the story mission, especially because it's been a while. I could definitely use a story refresher, but we didn't start the Leopold Strauss mission at all last time. We wouldn't have been able to finish it last time anyways, because you can see how long it's been. There ended up being multiple parts, multiple different places that we had to go. But that's a big one to accomplish for sure. There's nothing else left to do at camp, so we have our plan going forward.
Yeah.
It's like any open world game. You can plan and plan and plan and plan, but new stuff is going to come up at every turn. We did that other Stranger mission, collecting that guy's horse. Had to make some tough decisions with absolving those debts today, actually. The decision making was probably one of the harder parts of this video, trying to discern what the right move was. But I think that we played it right. You know, we weren't able to collect any money, so we weren't really successful in that way. But money isn't everything. And I'm really happy with the character that I built for Arthur going into this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Here's the Murphys.
Kid, I want them for supper. Gonna wish you never get it.
I don't know.
Oh no!
Is here.
Oh, shit.
Shoot.
Oh, you running for real now?
God damn it, I don't know where they went. Whoa, that was insane. That was so random. I don't even know what the hell just happened there. So they were shooting at me, they knocked me off my horse, and then I saw them running through the trees this way, and I could see them in the distance. I was wondering why they weren't approaching me after they shot me off the horse. I ran through here, and they had this in the ground. It's a big hole that they dug and put leaves over top of, so I fell in the hole, and then they approached me, but I pulled out my gun right away, and they were like, whoa, they didn't expect it right away. Obviously, my quick draw is really fast. And we were able to get out of that situation. Unfortunately, one of them was able to get away, but whoa, just when you think you have seen it all. And then there's actually enemy camps that you can come across too. We came across one once, but I never ended up attacking it because I saved and quit at that point. I was going to start the next time and attack the camp right away because I've never attacked and looted an enemy camp. At nighttime, you can go around, you can actually find, like, oh, the Murphys set up somewhere. And you can actually go in there and, like, rob and kill them or do whatever you want or steer clear. Might be the smarter option, but, man, there's so much stuff. Like, that was so random. I thought it was going to start, like, a little side mission there or something, the way the screen cut away. You just never know. It's so unpredictable. Man, ooh, thank goodness we didn't take more damage there. I was lucky that it was a trap that they set up because it bought me enough time to track them all down and get them before they were able to do too much damage to me. If they were just on the side of the road shooting at me, I might have actually died there.
Who are you?
So there's all of the pelts that we have. I think this is camp. Okay, because I heard somebody call out, like, who are you? Yeah, we're back at camp now. Ooh, those Murphys were actually pretty darn close to camp. I don't think I've led anybody back to this camp. I led somebody accidentally back to our other camp once. Nothing really bad happened as a result. I think they tried to attack us once, but it was only like a minor thing. I don't think anybody knows where this new camp is currently. So we're just concluding things with Leopold Strauss, and we're finito.
How are you doing? I'd be better if folks stopped fighting, but I'm all right. It ain't over till it's over.
Lady,
Hey, Arthur.
just keep your ear to the ground.
I will.
Hey.
Ah, how did you get on, Mr. Morgan?
Just dandy. Just get up.
What?
Get up!
What is wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all.
What are you doing?
Something I should have done a long time ago. Get your bag. Is this it?
I don't understand.
I ain't gonna kill you, though I probably should. You disgust me. And you shame us. If we could be shamed any more than we already are, that should do. Go!
I don't understand you. What are you doing?
Go and get a job!
You know, they say the sick delude themselves. I was your friend.
You and me, we ain't decent. But those folk, they was. Now here, take that. Take that and get lost.
I'm
leaving.
Wow, I'll tell you something that I did not see coming, and we have a few things that just happened there. That series of Leopold-Strauss missions was 6 different parts, and because we completed all 6 parts and collected all the debts, did all the debt collecting, we just actually boosted up to our highest morale, so we are the most positive character that we can be right now. It actually boosted us the rest of the way. That's why I just got a trophy for extreme personality, because I'm literally borderline. I've done like way more nice than I've done evil in this game. I've rarely done anything evil, so our personality is set all the way as far on that bar that comes up all the way to the right in the white there. We're the best character that we can be right now from like a kindness perspective, I guess. I think that's the best way to put it. One hell of a mission though. I didn't expect Leopold-Strauss to get driven away, but I think Arthur is just fed up. Everybody that we've been to seems so destroyed by these debts. It's just a business for us, right? But it's not really the right way to do things, because we're ripping innocent people off who don't have any money to begin with, lending money to them that they will never be able to pay back. And we know that, and Leopold-Strauss knows that. And then he sends me out there to go face these people. So I'm the face of the operation when it should be him. And so I think at the end of the day, Arthur just got really fed up with that whole situation, and we have lost another gang member. I talked to Sadie too, just to check in with her. She's one of my favorite characters. I feel like our gang here is really dwindling down, but man, oh man, I did not see that coming. I didn't really think something really significant like that would happen as a result of finishing those debtor missions. I actually kind of respected Leopold-Strauss in some respects, because he was essentially in charge of the majority of the finances in camp, but I think with Arthur, he's like, it's time for us to do things a new way around camp, and you know, we're kind of at the turn of the century here, and as the century changes, I think it's time for, well, and as the ways of the world are changing, I think Arthur is starting to realize more and more that you know, we are going to have to change or just quit this altogether as well. But that kind of explains that whole situation with Leopold-Strauss. Just gonna eat and sleep before I actually save and quit here. I have to donate some stuff to Pearson while I'm here as well.
I apologize in advance for this stew.
I'll give him all of the pelts and stuff because, frankly, I don't need them.
Sure. Might as well make some money off it.
I'll give you some big game meat.
Good. We really needed this.
I'll give you some mature venison meat. I'll give you some, I'll give you the wolf hearts. I won't need those. Exotic bird meat, nah. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for now.
This should be some real good eating. Thank you, Arthur.
Alright, let's try that for now. Then the next stew he makes should be really, really good.
Mr. Morgan?
I don't think I can upgrade camp any more than I already have. This way when we start next time, just like we started this time, we can go right into doing the missions.
Worried. Really worried. Me too, Uncle.
What's going to happen, you know? To everybody.
I guess folks is gonna make a choice. Whether they live or die. And you? I don't have that choice no more. I'm just trying to help others see clearly. That's my choice. You're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Good man.
Hi, Charles.
Hey.
So I don't think I can donate money or anything like that right now, so let's just sleep and go from there. And we'll give ourselves a nice long 12-hour sleep till morning. Start the day anew. Wow, these last 10, maybe to 12 parts of Red Dead, like every time, even when I'm only doing side stuff, like major plot developments are happening. It's crazy to even try to stay on top of things, but I think we're doing okay. I'll check my cores. That should have restored all of my cores. It did restore all of my cores, and my horse is doing okay as well. Good. We'll save and quit. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as I know you do on all the vids. And save here. We'll see what our completion went up to. 62.3%. Cool. And I will see you on the other side.